I'm gonna do a what if. What if Naruto hit his head? Like, the Dragon Ball theory. Yeah, I'm sure you guys understand. Like, this is my first video, so if I'm a little bit shaky, like, you can tell me in the comments and all those things. Like goal for this is like 5 likes. Like, if that's the best I can. Since my channel is like a small, like, just started. Like, okay. Sorry if I use like too much. So everything starts out like with like canon, the Nine Tails, everything gets summoned and all those things. Kushina and Minato die. The only thing that would change is that Naruto, instead of being hated by the village, is like actually loved for his sacrifice, like to save Konoha, because he was like he was like not the Nine Tails, like they knew that he was the like son of Minato, so and Kushina, so like he was respected among the villagers. He wasn't like hated. So one day during his training, like Naruto bumps his head into a solid tree, like it's like a metal tree or something. Like it's not like a normal tree. Like his whole personality changed. Like he's worse than Sasuke now. Like he's completely evil. Like when the people on like when the villagers see him, like he isn't like as happy as before. Hinata still looks at him from the background and all those things, but he isn't like happy. Every time he's sad, like emo, like straight emo, like no, he doesn't want to be around everybody. He thinks like he's better than everyone. Like he talks about like strange things like destroying Konoha and all those things. Like people are actually starting to fear him and all those things. So one day, like he when he was training, like the Hokage called for him to like because of his sudden change of motives, and the Hokage asked him, Naruto, why are you acting so weird lately? Like he was like, it's none of your business, old man, like disrespectful. And the old man, and before he doesn't do like that. He was like very nice, kind, gentle, and always happy, smiling. And the Hokage notices something, like he isn't smiling anymore, and he isn't so, he's like gloomy. And the Hokage is like, Naruto, if you need anything or if you want to talk about anything, like you could always come to me. Then Naruto just like asked the Hokage, like, do you think I'm weird or something, like because I have that beast in me, or are you like saying that I'm like somehow downgrading himself, like saying like if he's like weird or something? The Hokage like denies this and says no, 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 like then Naruto just storms out of the office. Like the Hokage is surprised, like he has like never stormed out of the office like that before. I'm sorry if I'm saying too much. It's just like I'm nervous. I said it again. It's just like I'm nervous. Like, okay. So Naruto is like walking down the street, like the Konoha road from the Kage's office. Then he sees Sasuke. Like at this point, the Uchiha massacre hasn't happened yet. So Sasuke is still like a very nice person. So Naruto like he and Sasuke like before he hit his head, like he and Sasuke like had a tight connection and all those things. like not as brothers or anything, like now, like in the canon series or anything, like they were like close, like they used to play together and all those things. But now Naruto is like gloomy and not even respond. So then Sasuke comes to like him and says like, "Hey Naruto, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, you want to come play by the swings or something?" Naruto declines and says like, "Why would I ever like want to play with a wretched Uchiha like you?" Then Sasuke was like shocked, like, how can he has never heard, like, no one's ever, so he hasn't like received like this hate from Naruto before. Then Naruto just walks off and says, "When you have the same power as me, you can talk to me." Like, Sasuke was like, what's going on? And right now, Naruto and Kurama have like a strong, strong friendship, because Naruto draws power from Kurama like daily, and they like have a strong. Kurama influences him, like makes him, talks to him. At first, when they met, he was completely rude. Like, Kurama was shocked, like, for this sudden change in behavior. Like, he had known Naruto, like he was there like every time, and suddenly he turns all of a sudden rude. Then he says, "Little boy, I prefer this version of you." Then Naruto was like, "How dare you call me little boy, you damn fox?" Something like that. Like, they were like straight on getting into it, like talking smack talking each other. Then Naruto walks off from Sasuke, like, and Sasuke was like surprised. Then later Sasuke tells Itachi like maybe he had a rough day, or maybe something bad happened. Maybe tomorrow you could go meet him. Maybe he would play with you. Sasuke was like, okay, still his like normal happy self. Then Naruto during this timeline, like, he's training because he still wants to accomplish his dream of destroying Konoha. Like, that's the number one thing on his head. To destroy Konoha. To destroy Konoha. Like, he's like the complete opposite of the canon Naruto. Like, he wants to destroy Konoha instead of saving it. Then one day, an old man with bandages stumbles upon the boy. Like he was walking across the street, then he saw Naruto in the alleyway, beating up some, going toe to toe against some, not beating up, going toe to toe against some Ambu members. Not winning, but having like ground at the stand. Like, they couldn't, like, they were like struggling a little, but these were like low Ambu members, like low ones, like they were sent to like watch him. And he noticed that they were watching him, so he like called out for them. They came, he started fighting them. So walking through the street, like, notices this, says, "This boy, this Nine Tails, he has potential." And after that, like, he he goes to Naruto. He goes to the Ambu. They stand down. And Naruto thinks he made them like stand down. We say like, that serves you right. Like, you should never go against me again. Then they back up, and when Naruto turns, he sees Danzo. He's like shocked. Then Danzo tells him, "How would you like to join the foundation and become an Ambu?" Naruto, still looking at the man like at Danzo, like weird, and declines, says no. That he Naruto at this point was like 6'5", 5'6". So he declines going toe to toe with a low class Ambu. That's how skilled he is. Because he's training, he's like the complete opposite of Ken and Naruto. So that likes to train, hates ramen, and the ramen guy too is like weird. Also like towards Naruto, like what's wrong with this kid? And so Danzo like tells Naruto, Naruto declines, then walks away. Danzo says, "Wow, he's just like me." Then he walks away. Danzo says, "If you ever need anything, I'm there for you." Then like Naruto hears this, turns around like and walks away, just turns around, looks at him, then walks away. Then Naruto is like at home, like thinking the foundation. Those are where these ambus are from. And he was thinking. Then Kurama talks to him and tells him, "Hey, brat, I think you should accept the old man's offer. You could improve your skills greatly." Naruto like disrespects and says, "Shut up, damn fox." And two of them just start quarreling and just start going at it to each other. And after that, like Naruto goes and says to the Hokage's office the next day and says that he goes to the Hokage and says, "Old man." Hokage is happy, thinking that Naruto comes to apologize and all this. Then he says, "I want to talk to the old man with the bandages on his face." Because Naruto's seen him a couple times in that office, so he knows that the Hokage knows him. So after that, uh, Hokage says, "Why?" Then Naruto says, "I want to join the foundation." And he's like, "No, you're you're too young. Like, you won't know what you're doing." Like, and Naruto in this timeline, like, he's smart as fuck. Like, not kidding. Like, then he says, like, Kakashi, wasn't he like Ambu at 12 or something? Like, wouldn't it be possible if I get in a little early or something? Like, and Hokage is like thinking, like, what made him so, why is he so, acting so different? Like, then after that, like, he calls Danzo in, sends him, and Danzo comes and sees Naruto. Naruto looks at him with a sudden glare, like killer glare, like Danzo is shocked. He says, "Wow." And he says in his head, like, "This kid really reminds me of myself. Glad to see he's coming to the dark side." Then later, Naruto packs up his things and heads for the foundation with Danzo. When he gets there, he's given like it's not like a room, it's like a cell. Somewhat like a cell, like the bed is like stone. The like everywhere is just it's not like comfortable. Naruto then thinks like if he made a mistake of accepting the offer. Then the next day, then Naruto was thinking. Then down, then then some Ambu came, taking him, saying, "Nine Tails Brat, Lord Danzo's looking for you." Then Naruto instantly charges at them, like not wanting to hear all those things. Because now even though like the people in the village respected him before and all those things, the Ambu never they never respected him, like because of Danzo and his teachings and all those things. Like the Nine Tails is a bad thing, all those things. Yeah. So Naruto like charges at them, but these aren't like normal Jonins. I mean normal Ambu members. They're like elite Ambu members. Then they easily just take down Naruto. He's shocked. Like, what kind of power do they have? I fought like two of them yesterday and they weren't this strong. What's this? Then they grab him and take him to Danzo. Danzo looks at him and says, if you want to improve your skills greatly, you have to succumb to darkness. He knows Naruto would like accept this, knowing the fact that he's somehow like changed. He's evil. He's a little bit. He noticed that he acts like evil, not like the charming little boy from before. Like in the picture, he's not like a younger version like this. Naruto says like, how? How would I be able to accomplish this? Danzo is shocked. It's like, it worked. Maybe if I could manipulate him, I could get the Nine Tails on my side. Then I could be Hokage. He could kill Horizon. Thoughts like that just flow in his mind. Then he smiles. He tosses Naruto a blade. Naruto picks this up then he calls in for some low-ranking Jonins. He tells Naruto to attack them and kill them. Naruto looks at him and smiles. Danzo is like shocked, like, why is he smiling? He thinks that in his head, like, Naruto goes, attacks all of them, like runs to all of them. They were like 10. He's running in, slicing, but he's not getting any hits, like major hits, just like small cuts, giving him small cuts, but they're like piercing him, and he's just taking it and going on, like, because the Nine Tails is like healing him as he's going, like he isn't like dying or something. Danzo is like shocked. What's this healing ability he has? He could be a great asset to the Ambu. Thoughts like this, all this Hiruzen killing and being Hokage things, and Naruto just running through his head, like gives like an evil smirk. Then he calls off the Ambu. He said, Naruto, you're 6 years old, and you show promise. You're a promising student. You're like something like you're like a promising Ambu member, like something like that. The Naruto like he looks at him and smiles, like like evil, like an evil smile. Then Naruto tells him he's not done yet. Then all of a sudden Naruto's eyes glow red. He sprouts a one tail. At 6 years old, he sprouts a one tail. He runs at the men. The Ambu, they were off guard. They weren't looking like they were. He goes in there, he slices, killing all of them. Danzo is shocked. He's like, these are the low-class Ambu people, and they could easily take on a Chunin and win, and a low-class Jonin and win. wow. And he thinks in his head like Naruto shows promise. Then we cut to a flashback of Danzo when he was talking with Hiruzen about taking Naruto from a baby, like when he was a child, like taking Naruto into the foundation. Hiruzen declined and says Naruto will live alone. Then he says, how could you let a child live alone? He said no, he will stay in the orphanage. Then when he's up to the age of 4, he could live alone because he was known as a hero at that time. Like, he wasn't like a like hated. So after this, Danzo is angry and says, if I had the Nine Tails on my side, this village could be mine. Then the flashback ends at Danzo giving Naruto an evil smirk. Naruto like sending his own back, like smirking, after Danzo says he has killed like 10 of the low class Ambu. He says this kid is 6 years old, already killing low class Jonins. Like, this is wonderful. Then Danzo thinks, if he had a Sharingan, it could greatly boost his visual prowess. He could be so high Okage level by the age of 12 if he's finished with the Anbu training. He could be my greatest creation. Then after this thought runs through Danzo's head, he says in his head, this village is going to be mine. If you guys like this part, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting part 2 later today. So thank you very much and peace out.